Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rudy Trevino.
And I'm Leslie Adamy. Just in tonight from the Public Health District, 960 new COVID-19 cases being reported on this Tuesday. Now, there has been a gradual increase as from the holidays, but this significantly higher than what we have been seeing in recent days.
Yeah, correct. Let's give you a full breakdown of our local COVID stats for this Tuesday. Again, health officials reported 960 new cases today and one COVID-related death. Now, 78 people are in the hospital because of the virus, with 21 of those patients in intensive care. With the case counts climbing, officials are estimating that right now there are more than 2,000 active COVID cases in Nueces County.
And across the state, there are more than 44,000 cases reported. That's according to the Texas Department of State Health Services. And only two of the state's largest counties have not yet found the latest variant with test sequencing. Houston's Harris County discovered the variant in early December. The variant has not yet been found in Brazoria County, just southeast of Houston, as well as right here in Nueces County. So with more on these numbers and of course today's big jump in local cases, we do want to bring in Health Director Annette Rodriguez. She is joining us live this evening. So Annette, thank you so much for being with us. You know, we've been seeing and reporting on these long lines at local testing sites, but you, along with other local health officials, had already been saying that we were going to see a surge.
Absolutely. You know, when we saw almost 1,000 people in our drive-through yesterday, we knew, you know, like we've been talking about, that the surge was here and that people needed to protect themselves. So yesterday in our drive-through alone, we had 417 positives. There's a lot of other drive-throughs out there. Yes, no, COVID, just all these drive-throughs that are in the community. But for ours alone, we had 417 positive. And then the other positives that we're getting from the emergency room and from the physicians, the other providers, came out to almost 1,000 positives in one day here in Nueces County.
That's incredible numbers right there. Now, at this point, Annette, Omicron has not yet been confirmed here locally with this latest jump. So how soon do you think that we're going to see that change?
You know, we were talking with the state today, and for the state of Texas, we know that over 95% of all of the cases are currently Omicron. And so we know that it's here. The delay in getting the report back that actually shows us the piece of paper that says it's Omicron hasn't arrived, but we know it's here. And so we really want the community to, you know, follow your precautions, your public health measures, and wear that mask appropriately over your nose, and make sure that you're minimizing the time that you spend with strangers outside of your household, because right now it's really important. We're seeing almost a 50% positivity rate. Today, I think it was 43.3%, but that means every other person is coming back positive. And so it's really important to protect the most vulnerable, which is still the elderly, those individuals with comorbidities, but please don't forget your children. You know, that we have a certain pediatric population under the age of 5 that have not been eligible to receive vaccines because there are no vaccines for them. So it's really important that you keep those children home or that you protect them with a mask.
Absolutely. And again, I want to go back to those crazy long lines. The images, the videos, the pictures have been incredible. We know everyone on the medical front lines obviously doing everything that they can. What extra resources do we need right now to continue meeting this high demand in testing and materials?
You know, staffing is going to be an issue, not just here in Nueces County, but for the state of Texas. We've heard from the state that they have 500 additional surge capacity individuals that are ready to go to different hospitals if needed. So hospitalization numbers are rising as well, not as steeply as the number of cases, but we also have learned about the lag. First, you see the number of cases increase, and then you see the hospitalizations, and then you see the deaths. And so we're really watching these numbers closely. I think even Dr. Bird had mentioned that, you know, with this Omicron, that we were going to be seeing probably around 2,500 cases per day. And so that may have been for the whole entire coastal bend. But, you know, our numbers are starting to indicate exactly what we were projecting coming. So, again, everybody just needs to do what you know. You know what to do. We've talked about it. Just make sure that you're following those precautions, because 2 weeks ago we had 300 cases in a week. And this past week, ending yesterday, we had over 1,740 cases in a week.
Wow.
So it's definitely a huge jump.
That really puts
numbers-
it in perspective.
It does, and those numbers speak for themselves. City County Public Health Director Annette Rodriguez, thank you so much. Always good to have you here on 3 News. Thank you.
Thank you, Annette.
Thanks for having me.
Meantime.